Hello, Wichita. Welcome back to Coffee Break.
This is episode number 10.
Episode 10. I'm your host, Officer Trevor Macy.
And I'm Officer Chad Ditch with the Public Information Unit.
You like how I just snuck in there
You just
and
snatched
took
it from me, bro. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm looking right now, but we're kind of matching today.
I know.
didn't mean it.
We literally look identical.
Yeah. But
I don't think if we had not said our names at the beginning of this, nobody would know.
No, man. Like, but if you look at us right side by side real quick, Trevor, look, or Tyler, look, it's before and after. That's so, or we could do it either way. But man, how you been?
Good. It was a busy weekend. First weekend of Riverfest.
Yes.
I attended last night. I worked it. I didn't attend it, but it's a pretty good crowd. They had an awesome drone show.
That's what you were saying. I saw some pictures.
It was like one of the coolest things I've ever seen. They had a bunch of drones with LED lights making all sorts of shapes in the sky. If I had seen that 30 years ago, I would have thought it was a UFO.
Right, yeah. Some Stranger Things episodes.
It's crazy how far technology's come. I think it's cooler than fireworks.
Yeah, definitely. And you said they did that like over the river, right?
Yeah, it was like I could see it over the River Vista apartments. It was really cool. At one point, they made like a big plane, and it had a rotating propeller and was flying through the air.
That's dope.
That's pretty cool.
And then they do that. They just sync all those drones together, right? Because that would be really cool if there was like 50 different flyers.
Oh, man.
You're like,
that'd be so hard to be that coordinated. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they do it all with like a computer program.
That's pretty cool.
Just run it, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I was super impressed with that. So
I saw some pictures on Facebook too from Riverfest this weekend. There was like a bunch of people that showed up, especially for the Willie Nelson concert.
Yeah, they said something like 50,000 people downtown. That's for crazy. That, which is crazy. The amount of planning that goes into that event, not just on like the security side is immense, for our department and the security, but just the festival organizers planning that. That's props to those people because that is an undertaking.
Yeah, definitely. It's also pretty cool, man. It just shows like the city of Wichita, man. When we have big events, like we show up and we show out. Like they came there. Little to zero events that occurred as far as law enforcement goes, and it's just a great time for family fun and just to get out and hang out and see what's going on. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like that parade last week. Walking along the sidewalk, it felt like I was walking in like New York or Chicago or something. Right? There were so many people around. It's cool to see that many people downtown and actually like mingling.
So I was walking on the side of the parade, right, and I was Facebook Live so people could see it that weren't able to come down. And while I'm walking, I'm getting all of the parade and everything, right? And people are waving, and I'm like, why y'all waving at me? And then I'm looking and the horses are right behind me. I'm like, okay, no love for me.
It's all about the horses, man.
Is.
The horses we get so many pictures sent to our inbox too. Yeah. Of the horse cops downtown and the Budweiser Clydesdales are in town too. So
it's a massive
activities.
That's a massive horse.
Yeah.
A Clydesdale.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
but
those things are huge.
So cool at the same time.
What did you do this weekend? Did you go to Riverfest? Or?
I didn't get to go to Riverfest. Luckily, it's all week long still. But my daughter had a softball tournament in Kansas City area in Shawnee. So we went up there and got some sun, got rained on a little bit. But it was good, man. The girls went 3-2. Okay. So it was pretty good. They're coming together, gelling. And I love watching softball. Fast pitch softball is an amazing sport. Yeah. So I took her to the College World Series for the softball College World Series last year. Coolest sporting event that I've been to.
Where was that?
It's in Oklahoma City.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a cool town.
Yeah. And then when you buy a ticket there, you get to watch 2 games. And then the price for like any concession food is like what you would hope to pay for normal concession, which is awesome. So you don't got to go down there and break the bank and everything. Awesome. So, but yeah, man, we did that. And they have a place. Have you know what kalashis are?
That's like a pig in a blanket, right?
Essentially, but sometimes people make it more like a beer ox. They just put different stuffing inside of them as well. Okay. They have one in Overland Park, Kalashi Factory is what it's called. Dude,
I'm so hungry right now. That sounds so good.
And all the haters that are listening, yes, we're talking about food briefly, but dude, they had jalapeno popper ones, chicken enchilada ones.
No.
And then I came back and I watched the game 2 of the NBA Finals. So
I've never watched the NBA Finals.
Never? Are you a basketball fan?
I'm not. I like college basketball, but I've never really gotten into the NBA.
See, I support that.
I've had no reason to. Like, there's no local teams, so.
Well, see, mine's not on that. It's just like it seems like nobody ever plays defense until the finals, you know?
Yeah.
But it was a phenomenal game.
Who's even in the finals this year?
It's the Celtics and the Warriors, and my son's a diehard Warriors fan. So, but I'm not.
Celtics and the Warriors.
Yeah, I'm fortunately or unfortunately, I'm a Lakers fan, but so I'm going for Boston this go around.
So the Celtics won a few years back.
They did,
and that was when I was in high school, and so I was in Boston.
Like 2 years ago.
I was in Boston when that was happening.
Oh wow!
And it was like when they were doing their parade after they won, right?
Yeah.
So my family and I were on vacation, and we're walking down this street in Boston, and it's like closed. And I go up to this cop. And I'm like, hey, why is the street closed? We need to get through here. And he's like, huh? And I'm like, why is the street closed? And he's like, you dumb or something? The Celtics won. And I'm like, what did they win? Like, what are you talking about? And he just kind of like rolled his eyes. And I asked my grandpa, I was like, what is he talking about? He's like, oh, the Boston Celtics won the
NBA Finals.
I almost said World Series.
The World Series. We're gonna get you to learn a little bit more about sports.
They won a sport. They scored a bunch of points.
Yeah,
and they beat another
points
team.
And not like runs or something. So
they don't score runs in
basketball. No, that's a baseball thing. So but yeah, guess. Oh, I went to last week at the end of the week. It was a very busy Friday, man. I went out to Patrol East golf tournament that they put on. The 24 kids that we talked about weeks ago. Bro, they raised over $20,000 for the kids at USD 259. Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah. Real dope event, man. It was pretty cool. So
all that money just goes to the students?
Yeah.
Right?
Well, not directly to the students, obviously, but
it might be a little irresponsible,
right? Yeah. It'll go to schools at USC 259, and they're going to help purchase like outdoor equipment and stuff like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So
cool.
Now they got the summer to be able to figure out exactly what they're going to purchase for the outdoors and stuff. So awesome. I saw. You did a commercial.
Yeah, Paul and I went out to the Kansas International Dragway with the crew from Mel Hamilton Ford and did a commercial for the upcoming Beat the Heat event.
Yes,
this Friday. If you didn't know, at 6 p.m. Basically, this is the second annual time we're doing this, and it's normal people, racers are able to sign up to race against police cars.
Yeah.
So we have 3 or 4 cars, I think.
We have a secret weapon this year.
We do have a secret weapon.
We're not going to tell you about it.
We're not going to tell you what it is, but we are not going to get beat this year. Yeah. Last year, we got smoked.
I think the word was dusted.
Yeah, dusted. We got dusted last year. It was a really cool event, and the aim of it is just to kind of, we have a street racing community here in Wichita, but obviously we don't want to encourage street racing. There is a appropriate place to race your car, and that is a track where it's safe, it's controlled, you're not risking anybody's lives or anybody's property by racing on city streets. So we want to encourage people to take their racing to the track, and so people can go up there, they can sign up to race their car, and then there's a drawing for people to enter to win a chance to race the police. So this should be a fun event. I think we got this Sedgwick County Sheriff's Department on board this year as well. So we got 2 different agencies that are going to be racing.
Is
so
KHB going to be there too? I can't remember.
We invited them. I'm not sure if they're going to come or not.
Yeah.
But we're trying to get more agencies involved because obviously it's a cool event.
Yeah.
Just kind of it lets us get involved with that community too.
Yeah.
Kind of reach out to that racing community. Say, hey, we see you guys. We know that there's you guys got a need for speed, but there's a place to do it.
But you need to come out and check out the true racers that would be. Law enforcement's going to come out there and take the dub this year. What do you think?
I think we've got a chance.
Are you racing?
I am not. I'm going to be out of town, unfortunately. Otherwise, I would like to be there. But
I'm going to do it.
Are you?
Yeah.
I know Paul's going to race.
Yeah.
Paul tested out the secret weapon on Friday.
I know. I'm excited.
He got a little nervous.
Yeah.
That thing's got some power.
That's what we've heard. Yeah,
you got to work on the control for that. But
yeah.
We got a great guest today.
We do, and it's awesome when we send out emails or call people and invite people to the podcast and stuff. I really enjoy it too when everybody's like, yes.
Oh yeah.
He
said yes
immediately.
Yeah.
So who's the guest though?
Captain Hungria.
Oh, Patrol
Captain
South.
of Patrol South. Recently, he's been down there for 6 months, I think.
Yeah.
So he was promoted. He was a lieutenant over Animal Services.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's captain over Patrol South. We got him on the podcast today to talk about some things. So we'll get a refill, or you'll get a refill. I didn't bring my coffee today.
You sure didn't.
You'll get a refill. We'll be right back with Captain Hungria.
Welcome back, Wichita. We are here with Captain Santiago Hungria. Captain, how you doing?
Doing fine, thanks.
Well, we appreciate you being here on the show. We know you're a super busy man, so thank you for being here.
Oh, no problem. Anything for Trevor and Chad.
Oh, there we go. See,
that's how he said my name
He
first.
did say your name first. Yeah. Okay. Well, you're not going to hurt our feelings, but have you seen any episodes of the podcast yet?
I have not.
Okay.
He's too busy for that.
He is super busy.
He can't spend his time watching podcasts. He's got a bureau to run.
I know. Well, on this podcast, we focus a lot on letting the community know who the individual is as opposed to their rank and stuff. So, tell us who's Santiago Hungria.
Well, I mean, obviously, I've been a police officer now for just a little over 27 years, but I moved to the city of Wichita back in 1992. I have 3 kids, wife, 4 dogs.
Oh, man.
That are my dogs when they need something to get fed, to go outside. The rest of the time, they're my wife's dogs.
Right.
Yeah.
What kind of dogs?
One of my assignments was up at Animal Control, so ended up getting a 4-week-old rescue. Her name's Millie. She's a mixed breed.
Okay.
And then we have a Yorkshire Terrier, a Peekapoo, and a Bichon Frise. I'm sure I messed that up, but
What is a peekapoo?
Pekingese and a poodle mix.
Oh, okay.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking
Trevor.
Pikachu. I was like, I'd never heard of a peekapoo.
Yeah, just an
I
animated
thought that
dog.
was that little... Never mind.
Pokemon?
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking. Like, you thought Captain has an animated dog running
Yeah,
around?
an animated dog.
I don't know, man.
I don't even know how any of that stuff works.
Right.
Other than that, I mean, like I said, I've lived here for, it's been, it'll be 30 years this summer.
Oh, wow.
I've always lived in the city of Wichita, ride motorcycles, I teach motorcycle classes, big baseball person.
Okay.
Go Yankees.
There you go. See?
You,
I like that.
You teach it.
Well, I'm from New York, so
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I was born in New York, so that's why I'm a Yankees fan.
So is there any part in New York that separates you from being a Yankees fan and a Mets fan?
I think it's a birthright, maybe.
Right.
I think a lot of the guys or a lot of the people that grow up in Queens area, they're going to be more Mets fans.
Okay.
And maybe out in Long Island. but
Interesting.
Yeah.
What part of New York are you from?
From Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Okay.
That's where I was born at. And I got my grandmother still lives out there, and I've got family still lives out on Long Island. So
You go visit quite a bit?
not quite a bit. I was out there a couple years ago for the
Yeah.
Macy's Day Parade, which was pretty awesome experience. If anybody ever gets a chance to go out there and do that, a lot of people.
Yeah.
You have to get there early, and there's a very heavy police presence. They do a really good job of for such a big event protecting all those citizens. So
Yeah, my wife likes watching that on TV.
I will say it's better on TV because you get to see it all.
Right.
When you get a spot on the street, it's just a little bit. You're not getting the whole thing.
I heard the same thing about like the ball drop in Times Square. Like it's one of those things like it's cool to go to once, but you're better off watching it on TV because the crowds. But
Yeah, Times Square is very nice as
it's
well.
cool. It's
So-
expensive over there, though.
I think Terry, you're gonna ask me
yeah,
something
yeah.
about motorcycles.
Oh yeah, you teach over at Harley Davidson, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm one of the instructors, and I run that program over
I was in that class last summer. I did but you weren't my teacher, unfortunately. I was hoping it would be you, but
You and Cruz now can go. You guys can be like Ponch and John out there.
yeah, man, we can.
That's
Go ride
Chip's
motorcycles
reference,
together.
Trevor, because I realized that you were not born when Chips was last aired.
Right.
Not even on the reruns. So
Yeah, we were talking about the cop movies that I need to catch up on.
You do,
'Cause
yeah.
I need to watch The Fugitive. You have a favorite cop movie?
I like LA Confidential.
LA Confidential.
Okay. Just the how out of whack.
Yeah,
they can get
law enforcement. Of course, it's all made up, right? It's on TV.
Right.
Yeah.
But what if that is what actually was going on?
That's the one that's in like the 40s, right? Like the
50s.
The 50s, the kind of noir style. Is that the one with
when marijuana was still a felony?
Yeah.
That long ago.
I've seen that one. Yeah, I like that one.
I don't remember it too well, but I remember seeing it. My favorite cop movie, I guess you'd call it a cop movie, is Training Day.
Training Day, I like that as well. That was a good thing, and that's just isn't it amazing how Hollywood can really skew really what we do?
Yeah.
They can run with the bad.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, because Training Day is based off of very loosely off of the some problems with the LAPD and the Park Division. So.
Yeah, they definitely don't account for all the paperwork that goes into things too.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean that's the big thing. A lot of people don't realize is that on the police department, they think it's all just car chases and running gun battles and fights all the time.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's 95% a lot of paperwork.
Yeah,
a lot of paperwork, and for that 5% of excitement.
Yeah.
So
how being on the department as long as you have, what are different areas you've been in on the department?
So as an officer, I've been in obviously patrol officer. I was a field training officer. I was a community police and beat coordinator. I used to work at the SCAT team, which is Special Community Action Team, which is now the current community response team. As a detective, I worked in the undercover section. Bulk of my career was as a sergeant. I did about 15 years there, and I worked in different assignments there. I've worked on third shift up at the Patrol North Station, second shift at Patrol East, overnights at both the Patrol East and the Patrol South substation. I spent 5 years in investigations up in financial crimes, and then spent one year as a lieutenant up on overnights, and then did a year and a half up at animal control, which is very interesting. Got to meet a lot of interesting people and a lot of different groups. And then the last 6 months now, I've been captain over the Patrol South Bureau there, down there at Pawnee and Broadway.
So not to put you on the spot, Trevor likes to ask this question, but I'm taking it today. Okay. Is out of all of that, what's been your favorite?
They all are actually pretty good jobs. They all have their different pluses and minuses. And I've been doing this for 27 years. I can't really say there's been a lot of minuses as far as my career goes. But everything is different, and every job is a little different. I like being on the street as a sergeant because you get to go to all that 5% that we were just talking about. You get to hit all those calls, right?
Yeah.
So that was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun in investigations because if you got a motivated group of detectives, you can go after. We did a lot of different cases where we were able to indict a lot of different people federally, and so that was fun. Then going back to the streets of the watch commander, it was fun as well.
Yeah.
And then animal control was a lot of fun. Everybody's like, I can't believe you went up to animal control, and I was like, it's kind of interesting. You get to work with different parts and members of the community, different organizations trying to save the animals, and of course that was the ultimate goal, trying to save as many animals as possible. And that in itself is rewarding, right? Because you walk back into the back and got all these cages.
Yeah.
And if you've ever walked back there, these poor animals, they're scared. They don't even know why they're there.
Yeah. Right.
Whether they're lost, or they're part of a dangerous dog investigation. So it was good to be able. But my absolute favorite job was being undercover.
Yeah.
That's where you get to be the cop, and then when it needs to be. But you're kind of always walking that fine line of things, and it's what's really cool about it is like you're kind of doing some of the patrol stuff still because you create your own cases,
right?
And then you turn around and you investigate it, and then you put all the pieces together, and then you present them.
Yeah.
So you get it from start to begin, start to end, type of a deal. Versus in patrol, how many cases, when you guys were out on the street, you make cases. And unless you go back in the computer system 6 or 8 months later to see, okay, what happened? Did it get charged? Did it get LOP'd? Why did it get LOP'd?
Yeah.
You don't know unless you go back and follow. Well, how it is in patrol. You get 5 cases today, you get cases tomorrow, 10 cases today. They just start rolling together, and you're just like, wow.
Yeah.
Right.
No, that's what Captain Easter said. His favorite time was also undercover. So I think that'd be a pretty cool assignment.
I think everybody who works undercover says that's their
right.
favorite.
Yeah,
right? That's obviously a coveted position, I think.
Yeah, many years ago they used to say that if you were going to ever be a captain, you had to. Most of them came through the undercover section.
Well, so far on this podcast, that's what it's looking like too, because the 2 captains that we've interviewed both came from undercover. So, we talked a bit before right when you came in here, but we play a game here called One Has to Go. We put 4 items on the screen, and you got to take one that's going to go away from ever. So we're going to do donuts because Friday was National Donut Day. So obviously cops and donuts, they'd go together.
Yeah, like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, it's one of that's weird. We were getting all these donuts. All of a sudden, National Donut Day, we got no donuts.
Right, I had no donuts that day. I was hoping somebody would at least bring a box to work. But no donuts.
Yeah, epic fail. So we'll put that back on the screen real quick. So we got glazed donuts. And then we got cream filled, anything cream filled, jelly filled, whatever. And then you got the Long John and then sprinkled. So anything. What you got, Captain? What's one's got to go for?
Looking at those pictures, that cream filled one up in the upper right corner definitely needs to go because you get a Long John, you get cream filled in there, right? Possibly, yeah.
If you're getting rid of that, you're getting rid of the cream filled Long John.
We're going to get rid of all cream filled.
Yeah.
You know what? We should.
Yes.
But there's not enough sugar and stuff already in the donut. Right. Why do we need to inject it?
So you're doing it for health reasons.
There's nothing healthy about donut. It's delicious. But why do you want cream in your donut?
Right.
I mean, I'm a fan of like a Bismarck or something like that, like Krispy Kreme with the what's the vanilla custard in the middle?
A Bavarian.
Is that what it's called?
What did you call it?
He called it a Bismarck.
That's what it was called.
Isn't it a ship that got sank during one of the World Wars or something like that?
Oh, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But they name a lot of donuts after ships that got sank, don't they?
Well.
The Long John was probably a ship that got sank at one point.
It might have been. I don't know.
What are you getting rid of?
The sprinkles.
Really?
I don't do sprinkles on anything. It's just to me. It's just a flavorless texture. It's like little pebbles in my mouth that I have to chew, and I don't like it.
I could see that argument, but
unnecessary.
No, it's cream and jelly filled for me. Like I just don't. It's just an odd texture, and yeah,
it's so good though.
Yeah.
You know what? Especially in this, you can't have that cream spilling out on your uniform.
Right.
We went to these nice blue uniforms, and they're great, except for they show every single stain.
Right.
Yeah.
Every little miscue for lunch.
Yeah, that's true.
And so, I don't want anybody knowing that I had a cream-filled donut.
Man, especially like the external vest, those things catch everything, every little crumb. And
I will find like chips in mine weeks later, like potato chips.
Yeah, you find that Chick-fil-A fry.
Yes, they're always stuck in there.
Trevor, I didn't even know you ate potato chips. I thought you were just like a celery carrot guy.
He is. He's usually kale.
What's that supposed to mean?
You're super skinny and in shape, and I'm jealous about it.
I like potato chips.
You do?
I like donuts.
Chad and I have eaten some donuts. I don't know if you've really eaten them or if you just checked them out and saw that they were in the case.
I brought donuts on St. Patrick's Day. It was St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah, the green donuts?
Yeah. He didn't eat one.
Yes, I did. I ate one.
He probably didn't want his tongue to turn green and then have to talk to the public.
That's what it is. Yeah.
You can't talk to the media with a green tongue.
You can't, but that would be funny.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah. Well, Cap, we appreciate you coming out. Again, we know you're super busy, but this has been a great interview.
Yeah, thanks for coming on.
Thanks for coming out.
Oh, no, thanks for the invite. And we'll do it again soon.
Yeah, definitely.
Hope so.
We're going to get a refill, and we'll be back shortly.
Welcome back to Coffee Break. That was Captain Hungria. Such a nice guy.
Very nice guy. And he's just like very enthusiastic and stuff. That's one thing I really enjoy about him.
Yeah.
So.
I appreciate his willingness to come on the podcast at short notice.
And, and I always love it when the guests agree with me on what has to go. I mean, I appreciate your argument with sprinkles because they are pretty bland. But just the texture of the cream and any kind of jelly,
no, because there are too many cream-filled donuts and jelly-filled donuts that you would be eliminating from your life.
Yeah,
and I think that
that's a good thing.
A few years down the road, you'll be at a party and there's going to be only jelly-filled donuts there, and you can't eat it because you got rid of it. And you're going to be like, man, I really wish I wouldn't have got rid of those.
You've never been to a party where they just had nothing but jelly-filled
No, but I would
donuts.
love, if anybody's having a party where there's jelly-filled donuts, please let me know, because I would love to go to a jelly-filled donut party.
You know the most disappointing thing, like when I go into a Quick Trip or something and I'm going to grab a donut because I'm a cop and that's just what we do, is when I grab a Long John, because that's my go-to. And I grab a Long John and then I get back in my car and I eat it because I'm not going to wait. And it's got jelly or cream inside
That's
of it.
the best,
No,
though, Chad.
that is
That's
so
the best.
disappointing. No.
It's just an extra layer of flavor.
No. It's like, to me, it's like, I'm not a sour cream fan at all.
It's not sour cream. It's
but
custard.
but so like sour cream has that especially like sour cream that's just like real thick and just on your taco. That's
like
the sound it makes.
like the Chipotle sour cream.
Yeah, it's just on there. Like that's the feeling that I get when I bite into a Long John and I get that. But if it was like Crema, how it's just real thinned out and liquidy a bit, like that might be a little different.
What about like the whipped cream filling, like the filling that they put in like a ding dong?
Yeah,
that's good. Do they put that? I don't think I've had a donut with that, but that'd be good.
That would be pretty good. Yeah.
You have a favorite donut shop?
Oh, see, I was going to ask you that question, but apparently we're synced up.
Mind Link, man.
Dude, I like Dunkin'.
Really?
Yeah, I like Dunkin' over Starbucks.
Yeah. Are you more of a cake donut guy or like a dough donut guy?
Probably like I don't care for too many toppings, but at the same time, like I'm gonna contradict myself by saying if I went to Hertz Donuts here in Wichita, like hook me up with the toppings, especially if you give me some like Reese's or peanut butter cup stuff. But have you been to Voodoo Donuts?
Yeah, in Denver.
Okay,
a while back. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
I think my favorite donut shop is the Donut Hole, though.
Oh yeah, that is pretty good. Yeah.
Oh man, they have their OG buttermilk. Ooh.
It's OG buttermilk?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
No
OG
joke.
buttermilk.
I like that.
It's good. With a glass of milk, man.
You and the milk, man. You get milk. You have milk with pizza?
Yeah, pizza and milk.
Yeah.
You dip it in.
Dip your crust or just the whole pizza?
Yeah, sometimes I take a bite of pizza and then a sip of milk and let it mix in my mouth.
Yeah, and then with the mustache, the milk.
You know what's really good is if you get a glass of milk and you put like ranch seasoning packet in it and then dip your pizza in it.
For some reason, I believe you're no longer joking and you're dead serious.
No, that's a joke. That sounds disgusting.
Yeah, it does sound disgusting.
I was hungry and now I'm not.
No, you're not. No, we're good now. We're good. So,
speaking of hunger, I'm hungry for your questions.
That's good transition.
Please submit your questions to PoliceWeb at wichita.gov so we can answer them on the podcast. I think we got a question.
We did get a question. We did.
Today,
and we also, the previous one.
Previous question submitter got a
gun safe.
Gun safe.
Yep. So
we're giving away gun safes. We're just
waiting for him to...
courtesy of Operation Save a Casing.
Yes. So this question is from Marla. How do you teach your children to be normal kids and not be picked on or teased because of your career as a police officer? So I know you have nieces, right? Mm-hmm. Do you teach them anything about kids and stuff? Or?
I don't really teach them much other than how to stick their tongue out at their parents and and eat junk food. So
you're just the cool uncle.
I'm probably not the best to ask this question to.
Yeah. So, well, for me, like I said, I've said it before on the podcast, my kids are teenagers now. Mm-hmm. I've been a cop 7 years with the Wichita Police Department and about a year and a half before that. So we'll just say I've been a cop outside of the military for 9 years.
Yeah.
So that puts them early elementary. Mm-hmm. You know, elementary kids really aren't out there knowing like what people's parents do. It's not until like you get to like late elementary, middle school where sometimes kids can be mean. Yeah. And at that point, you know, I think I just teach my kids, you know, people are going to be mean. Kids are going to say mean things and stuff. So it's just how you handle it, you know. You don't want to be disrespectful, say something mean back, you know, two wrongs don't make a right kind of thing. So, but my kids also stand up for themselves as far as, you know, if somebody says something that's, you know, rude or disrespectful, my kids are also taught to stand up for themselves and not be pushed around and stuff too. So not in a physical standpoint, just, you know, you can have an argument verbally and move on from that. So, but yeah, that's a great question, Marla. I appreciate that. Marla might be somebody very close to me.
Is it another family member, Chad?
It is a very close family member.
Have we had any non-Chad family members submit questions to this podcast?
Yeah, we had Jeremiah. Jeremiah's been our only one.
I swear he's not related to you?
Swear to God, I don't know that guy from Adam, but he's a cool guy because he's listened to us since episode 1.
Episode 1. Yeah. Big shout out to him, man.
Yes.
Yeah. We need to get him his gun safe.
Right. Yeah. I sent him an email too, so hopefully he'll be able to come down and pick it up. So
yeah, if you guys want a chance to win a gun safe, submit your questions to PoliceWeb at wichita.gov. Put coffee break in the subject line.
Right.
Answer your questions on the podcast.
So we've been doing fun facts for 9 episodes, but this is the 10th episode. We talked last time how maybe we should do something kind of like the City of Wichita's podcast does, but we do WPD facts as opposed to City of Wichita.
I have not
facts.
watched their podcast yet.
Dude, I'm telling you, they make city government as entertaining as
I need to
possible.
watch it.
Yeah.
I need to watch this one.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, right. So
We got some fun facts today.
we do got some fun facts. So we're recording this on
June
Monday,
6th.
June 6th, which is
D-Day.
That occurred June 6, 1944, which was during World War II. So
Correct.
the fun fact for the Wichita Police Department is during that time, we'll put up on the screen, our chief of police was Thomas J. Cox.
Interesting.
And yeah, he'd been on the department around 16 years at the time, from what I've read. But he was a chief of police from July 1941 to July 1946. So,
Be an interesting time to be a police chief.
right.
I'd be interested to learn about kind of like what the department was working on then, kind of what the big projects were.
Yeah.
What were the trends like?
Right. Yeah.
Stats and
big
stuff.
it was, because at that time we probably only had everybody meet at one location kind of thing.
Oh, I'm sure it was everybody meet downtown and then go out from there because we didn't even have bureaus till when, like the
Late
70s, 80s.
Yeah, I think there might be probably 2 people on this department that were here when we only had 2 bureaus.
Yeah.
So, but it's still kind of cool, like when we all can come together and meet up and then for squad and then meet and then go out, because you get so much information that comes together.
Yeah.
Or squads in general do that too.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Yeah.
I think that's pretty entertaining. So, but that's our first
That's
fun.
a good. I
first
like that fun
WPD
fact. WPD
Yeah.
fact. Some history, some trivia.
Yeah,
That's
I got
cool.
that from Lieutenant Marceau. He is a history major. That guy knows anything and everything about WPD history.
Yeah.
Which
you
is
can say
awesome.
you asked him if he had fun facts, and he responded with like 3 fun facts immediately.
Instantly.
Like,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. So shout out to him. We'll have to get him on the podcast. That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool. We
Yeah.
should get him. He's done a lot.
He's done a lot in the
of
department.
things,
Yeah.
so.
Yeah. And I think he's been on probably 15, 20 years, maybe, if not, maybe longer.
Yeah.
So real good guy. But
Cool.
anything else you want to add, man? I feel weird that I don't have my black shirt.
Yeah, you look fancy today.
I know.
I
So
appreciate it though.
yeah.
No, I think just another plug for the Beat the Heat event this Friday.
Yeah.
Come out and hang out with the department, hang out with some of your local car enthusiasts, and watch us win some races. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm excited. Hopefully, we'll be able to put out on our social media some videos of little sneak peeks of our
Secret weapon.
secret weapons. Excuse
Yeah.
me. So, but that's it. That's gonna wrap up episode 10.
Yeah.
Already 10, man. That's crazy.
10 down.
Yeah. 2.5 months of
Wow.
podcasts.
That's
So-
crazy.
And we're gonna continue to grow, man. I'm excited.
We'll keep doing it.
So-
Thank you guys for your continued support. Thanks for watching, and we will see you again next week.